skill players here at Superstore. Anybody interested in being spectated?
Good Lord, turn your
Clod Knocker, come here, Clod Knocker.
Mines, help.
Clod Knocker, come kill me, please. I'd like to
don't come to
spectate
me,
you.
don't.
I'd like to spectate you. Is that you?
Are you sure?
Yes, yeah. Here we go. We saw Clod Knocker a little bit earlier. There we go. We lucked out. We found him. It is demon mode at Superstore. Clod Knocker, don't die this quickly, please, for the love of God. There we go. Gets the finish. That may have been what's his face? God, dude, it takes so long. The cowboy hat guy. I can never remember his name. It's kind of a weird punny name. Clod Knocker, I believe the mouse and keyboard player, based on his movement here, picks up a legendary MPC 25 and a purple MX-17 as he gets a bottle cap out of one of the boxes here. Already has 5 kills and $10,000. More than enough to go get himself a loadout. There is a bounty close. Tries to hit the jump up to check this second story window. Yeah, definitely a high sense mouse and keyboard player, if I had to guess. Guess it's not impossible for him to be a high sense controller player, but these movements seem pretty consistent with mouse and keyboard. Gets his loadout.
You've got gas moving in.
4.5 minutes of the first circle closing, and he's already got 5. Yeah, he's using the this gun again. We spectated him for a little bit on the top of the specialist tower, showing that he's got a special brand of toxicity as well when he picked up that M15 and shook his head and said, no, this thing sucks my butt. Picking up a little bit more loot, potentially to get himself enough money for a UAV. But there is a bounty close and shots on the minimap on the roof. Just on the other side of the building. I'm sure he sees it. Yeah, there's no way this guy's on controller. Using an off-meta primary and secondary. It's caught by that charge there.
Swapping magazines.
Semtex goes in to try and clear before he pile drives in. Not sure if he saw the guys up on the roof. There he is on the minimap yet again. Clodnecker doing his best to give me vertigo. Looking every which direction. Able to get his money up to $9,400. There he is, still above him. Got the high ground, on ground level to see that people were still above. Somebody in the quad driving away, tries to get an angle on the roof guy. The guy jumps, puts himself into the trick bag, switches to the NPC. It's a quick finish on James. Just James. Picks up a precision off his body there. Clodknocker moving around like a freaking crackhead. 6 kills already. There's another bounty or another UAV on the ground. There we go. He calls in the precision onto the tall apartment building. Has a ping on factory here. Pushing up. Somehow gets a kill with that precision. That lucky precision. He was just wasting it from the buy station there. Semtex goes up on top of the roof as well as a smoke grenade to cover his rotation. Catches this guy jumping down. For a guy that has such high sensitivity, it seems like he's having a hard time tracking people as they're dropping. Nice shots on this guy in the head angle. He's going to have to reposition here. Kind of a rough spot to be shooting at. Rotates back into the building.
Dropping ammo here.
Maybe a J device situation where he's playing on sky high movement sensitivity and a very low ADS multiplier. Pay attention to how much slower his tracking is when he's ADS'd as opposed to when he's moving. This is a really rough head angle. I'm hoping that his ego doesn't make him try and take a gunfight that he shouldn't. Plenty of places he could reposition. And this gunfight has now been going on long enough for anybody else in the area to come in third party. More shots from on high. This is a really difficult head angle to challenge, and he's just used the rest of his plates UAV in pocket. Ego chowing again. My goodness. It pays off there, but should not have taken that gunfight. Kill number 9 on the books and has used all of his supplies. No plates left. Gonna have to go loot this guy's body and hope that he gets a little bit. 2 plates on the ground, but a clutch plate box gets picked up as he dances around the ground level of factory. Checking for some more goodies. UAV in pocket.
Requesting recon flyover.
Calls it in. Parachuting close. Just on the other side of the building. We're going to see the same play we saw earlier. Smoke grenade going to go up at the top of the zip line, and he's going to hit it. There it goes. Parachutes off the far side. Doesn't even need to zip up. This guy's trying to head towards Superstore. Catches him out in the open.
I'm reloading.
Really... seems to really struggle to track moving players. Does a couple of teabags mid-air there, mid-gunfight, to narrowly avoid the loss. Back up to $11,000. Giving him a nice toxic no-no. There we go. There it is again. 10 kills on the books. 57 people up. Another UAV up. And a muni box in pocket.
Got enemies around.
Calls it in. Somebody else close to factory. Hasn't had to rotate. Plenty of people. Notice how his tracking is just always like a little bit behind. And I can't tell if it's a reactionary thing or it also could be a spectating thing. We're not getting a true picture of what he's getting. We are watching his inputs being translated by the game engine on our ping. But his movements and his actions are happening on his ping. So he's seeing a different story than we are. Picks up that trophy off the ground. There's a recon pinged in the distance. Doesn't really strike me as much of a recon player, but he's got to get his money up. Or else his kill count is going to stall. Picks up a little stack of cash off of that guy's body that he missed earlier. Really staying around this area. Clearing out this whole part of the map before moving on. One of the 2 main play styles that you see out of high skill players. Ones that stick around the same area and clear it out until there's nobody left. And ones that just push from area to area, getting 1 or 2 kills, but never wanting to stay in one spot for too long. Smoke grenade goes in. Pre-fires in the corner, doesn't see anybody, but does hear some footsteps. Grenade bounces off the wall behind him. Rechows, re-peeks, and reloads. Double smoke grenades out. Mouse and keyboard player will have the advantage here. Doing a great job at tracking audio. Does get turned around a little bit there. Gets his primary back out. And El Flaco 11 is sent back to the waiting room. Kill number 11. 3 minutes left as the circle 2 closes. Just under 10 minutes left in the gulag. This lobby not holding up very well. Going to be a west side finish. Somewhere around storage or boneyard, most likely. A little bit of airport will be in this next zone as his trophy goes down on the Polaris Razor. Today's stream brought to you by Polaris. With the new 4-seater Polaris all-wheel drive sport fun utility vehicle. Just under $20,000 starting price. Wowie, wow, wow, wow. Quad bike just on the other side of the wall. Bounces off each other. Turns around quickly. Gets some shots on him. And peels Huckleberry 7194 right off of the quad. Back into his Polaris. Gonna go pick up this guy's cashola. Big stack of cash and a free cluster there. Up to $15,000. This should help him get his pacing up here. He's gonna pop and pocket one. Likely waste this cluster on the same building. It worked earlier. Why not try it again? Back into the Razor. We do see a couple of pings here. He's going to see many more. Back into Superstore. There must be a ping close. He really prefers using this AR.
Throwing smoke.
It's the GP, I think. Is this a Black Ops gun? I don't remember. Polaris? Is that... What do I say? Polaris? I think I say it right. I think you guys are wrong. Why can we see all the UAV pings? Because you can't see heartbeats or smoke grenade goes out. Slide cancels around the corner. J Cheek 10. No match for Clodknocker, who doesn't even have to replate after that gunfight. We don't get a live look at UAVs or heartbeats when we're spectating. Big game bounty gets picked up. It's Zuhel, spelled very strangely. Polaris, that's what I say. Polaris. You look at, you guys can't even agree on how to say it. I'm sick of these MF and Polarises on this MF and plane. Back to the buy station.
Requesting recon at my location.
He had a UAV in pocket, but I think he bought and dropped it. Unfortunately, he's going to leave that UAV at the buy station. 2 locked in on the minimap. His big game bounty clear on the other side of the map. This could be the first time we see Clodknocker get out of this area. Narrowly misses a rocket there. That trophy likely saved his life. We just cannot get out of this part of the map. Clodknocker about to realize any second that he left his other UAV there. Checks the high ground tower in factory again. Waiting for this guy to peek. Having no such luck. Fire sale is up. $2,800. Not enough to get himself another UAV, but he does have one over there. Not sure if he's going to be able to get this smoke up. Might jump off. Throw the smoke. Throws the Semtex. This guy jumped. Back down to the low ground. Narrowly misses breaking his legs there. Pulls his parachute in the nick of time. Not sure where this guy disappeared off to. Back into the Razor. Heading over to PD to hit the munitions depot and likely get a supply drop. No, he opts to not hit the PC. Could have got himself a couple extra perks. Maybe even specialist or an advanced UAV. 24 left in the lobby as we finally depart Superstore in the third circle. Clodknocker able to knock 13 Clods off by just sticking into 2 POIs. Superstore and the newly re-added factory as he bobbed and weaves past fire station, a very common hiding place for snipers. Sniper shot zips past him right to left, just behind. He's going to check fire here. Do hear some footsteps close. Ooh, gets sniped through the door there. Super unfortunate. He's not going to have cover here. He's going to get shot in the back. Just barely able to make it around. As they're trying to break each other's cameras, he's got to get this last plate on. Not going to make it back around the corner. Just barely. My goodness. He switches to his primary gun. He's so much more comfortable with the GP. A couple of blind shots into the smoke. Doesn't get one. Hip firing, praying into the gas, and it doesn't work. D-Hawk. Prestige Master level 659. We trade 113 kill demon for another. He's got the new Hawk 2 sniper rifle with some kind of fancy camo. No, he's going to go down immediately. Gosh dang it. Oh. Our luck was too good. From one demon to another, and then we get stuck with the middle kid